We've got Terry from Pool Party, skill level 5, going to go up against Jason from My Bad, skill level 6. After my match against Kelly, we've gotten to 6 points with My Bad, 5 points with Pool Party. Going to go ahead and get things kicked off with the lag here. And Terry's going to win the leg on that one. Get that race set properly. We've got a 5-4 race here. And a dry break to get started. Like 6-7 combo for Jason looked good. Should have shape on the 5 there, no, without too much trouble. But the 4 might be a little close to the rail and the 11 in the way. Excuse me, that's 13 up there by the 2 ball. Okay. Had an angle on the 4. Didn't quite get that in the pocket though. It's going to have Terry shooting for stripes. Changes his angle after he kind of sets himself up on the shot. Worked out for him this time. I feel like I've got to change my angle like that. I like to stand back up. But gets that in the pocket, moves the 8 ball right down on top of the 12. And doesn't look like he has a real good angle on anything. Maybe a bank shot on the 11 here. Question is, where's he going from there with the cue ball? He goes for a defensive shot. Kind of bumps the 8 a little bit. Would have been nice to get that 8 ball away from the 15 right there, but Jason's got shape on the 3. Looks like that was a mostly defensive shot. Bit of a 2-way. If the 3 would have gone, he would have been on the 6 or the 4. Let's put Terry in a position where the only thing he can shoot at is this, maybe this 11 ball into the corner. Goes clean. Nice. Looking here, I'd be worried about the scratch on that one. Avoids the scratch though, not bad. 12 ball up into the corner. Gets the 4 ball. Leaves himself with a bit of a tough cut on the 6 there on the rail, but definitely a doable shot. He's going to go for a bridge. I think one of the big things that we'll see over the course of this match is Jason is very perfectly happy with taking a defensive shot um, anytime he is in a really good position to go on the offense. Terry will spend a lot more time looking for the offensive shot. He'll take defensive shots, when that's what's there. Um, but he's definitely a more comfortable with going after the offensive shot. So he'll sometimes take a shot that maybe he should have taken a defensive one on. Whereas Jason will immediately jump to defense if he doesn't have a good shot that'll lead him to another good shot. Yeah, he kind of went to, I think, put the 10 in off 3, and got the 6 in. Looks like the 3 will go by the 15 here and into the corner. Should give him shape on the 5 if he wants to go that route. See if he does that or goes for defense here. Fifteen's getting a bit surrounded. One of the other things that'll throw people off about Terry's game is he's left-handed, and so the majority of the players in our league being right-handed, you get used to. If I put it here, that's going to be a difficult shot because it would be difficult for me because I'm right-handed. Um, Sometimes that doesn't really work out too well because you might be putting it in a position that Terry will actually have an easy time with. Well, he didn't make the position down here in the corner any better with that. You just keep putting more and more balls down in here. He's trying to see whether or not he can clear that 13. Get a good angle on it off of this shot. I don't know that 15 will go in past that 3 though. No, it's gonna sit there. That's a tough one. All right, defensive shot gets the 15 out of the way with that, and still leaves the ball right there on the 8 and the 3. I think it's actually touching both now. This looks like not quite the right angle for that shot. Yeah, we hit the 1, the 5. 3 and the 8 have also moved a little bit, so the clusters broke up. Unfortunately, that's ball in hand for having a hand over ball in hand for Terry. Bit of a two-way shot there. The 1 would have gone, would have had a shot on the 3 to the corner. It didn't, but he has denied Terry an easy shot on anything other than the kick. Good job on the kick shot. That 13's pretty stuck in there, though. Got the wrong side of this for getting it out. Goes for defense, pushes it up against the 2 and gets rail. And that makes for an easy defensive shot for Jason to try and get things where Terry's going to have more difficulties with that 13. Thinking, looks like he can catch the side of it, though, if he wants to pull it out of there right now. He gets it pretty soft for that. Gets it a little away from the rail, though. And another defensive shot. I think I would have gone for the 3 ball right there, but probably wouldn't have had a great shot afterwards other than taking the 5 off the table for the next shot. And ball in hand. As I said, though, Jason is one of those players who will immediately go on the defense if he doesn't see the run out. Yeah. So he's going to try and start this off with the 1 ball. Well, he got the 1, bumped into the 2, got it off the rail a bit. He's got shape on the 3 if he wants to try and take that now. He definitely wants to separate that 2 ball from the 15 a bit more, though. Well, goes for defense again. And Terry goes for the defensive shot, takes a deliberate foul on that, tying up the trying to tie up the 5 with the 15 and the 2. Jason's gonna go ahead and break that up now. He goes 2 rails of 3 with that. Doesn't go. Nope. I was kind of thinking with that shot he might go 3 rails and come at it this way, but went a little soft on it. 1 rail, and he had shape on the 3. Unfortunately, the 2 didn't go in, but see how Terry does with this. Yep, he gets the 15 all the way down. Excuse me, 13 all the way down. Got a line on the 8, but I think the 3 is enough in the way here that he's going to have to hit this short rail instead of being able to get straight in. Going to mark it up though. See if that'll clear. The pockets on these diamond tables are a little bit hard to cheat. They will rattle the ball pretty easily. Hey, manages to cheat the puck and get it in. All right. That'll put Terry on the scoreboard first. Another nice break for Terry. He's got at least one of each down for the break. So it's still an open table. He can choose what he wants to shoot at. Ten ball being the most straightforward shot on the table at the moment. This cluster here likely to give some problems later. This one here being middle of the table, as long as you get the angle on it right, you should be able to get that separated out and your ball pocketed, no problem. It goes for the 2. He got himself shape on the 4, not great, but you can definitely get that in the side if he wants. However, he'll have to try and avoid kissing into the 10 on that, which will probably mess up his next shot. He bumps the 8 and the 10. Doesn't get the 4. And that'll be Jason's turn. No, not quite, unfortunately. Does leave Terry with that shot on the 5 or the 6. Kind of favor going after the 5 right here, but putting in a little bit of force behind it to get a chance to break up that cluster. Hit it soft, likely to make it worse. He hit it with some force, and the only thing he got out of there was the 11. Looks like he's got shape for the 3 to get that up in the corner, though, so a little bit of breakup. Not bad. There we go. Good angle on the 6 as well. Oh, puts that right back into the mix. Well, gets better, it gets worse. Shot on the one ball here. I don't want to move that 1 and 4 if you can. It's way too soft for that, though. Jason gets 15 in, gives himself shape on the 14 or the 13. Around. You leave the 10 there in the pocket, but it's just a safety. You've got something if you need it, but it doesn't get you to any of the other balls. So then puts that in. He's got mine on the 13 now. Should be able to take the 11 from here up into the corner and give himself shape on the 13 into the other corner, which will, 13, 11 doesn't go. Rattled in the pocket. Did get shape on the 13, which would have left him on the 8. He needs to not put a ton of draw on this in order to get a good shape on the 4. Stop shot and have him shooting it back up here to this corner. And he goes real gentle with it. Angle, not great for getting back up here now. But it's also not great for going for the side pocket. You try for a bank. Just has to maneuver it around the 13 and up into the corner. He goes for the side and overcuts it. Oh, that's looking like a defense shot for Jason. Manages good defense on that and going to make it difficult for Terry to hit that 4 ball. Could possibly come in and kick it that way. Kind of looks like what he's trying to line up. I see this on a number of different players where they will jam their cue into the side rail there and then take their shot without re-chalking. You put the tip of your cue into that felt. I would want to re-chalk every time I did that. All right. He's going to try and put this one up into the corner with a little bit of follow, probably. Wind up somewhere in here. Didn't quite go that far up with the follow. Still a good shot on the 11. And then roll back down the table a bit. Oh, there it goes. Wow. That looked like it was going to hang into the pocket, not drop. Got where he wanted with the cue ball, though, for sure. And he goes. I'll make it 1-1. Oh, cue ball right off the table. 8 ball was headed for the side. Good thing it didn't go. APA rules, if you sink the 8 on the break and the cue ball is fouled, scratch, and you lose. That's a rack loss. So, ball in hand for carry though. See what he wants to go with this time out. I'd probably go with a 3 into the side from here myself. Like what Terry's looking at as well. Solids look pretty good for a run out. Stripe's not looking too bad either, really. Everything's pretty well spread out. Yeah, Solid's being a little bit closer to where he had to take that shot from, though. So, yeah, this is looking pretty well spread out here for a run out. The only one that might cause any trouble, you just got to get the right angle to shoot this 4 ball in from here, or the 13 if you're going for stripes. Everything else, just got to not get out of line, which, that's the challenge always. I think I'd take the 4 right about now. Only problem with taking the 4 right there, though, of course, is you got to get back somewhere to get the 7 from that, and it doesn't really look like that's in a good spot. 7 need to get right now. You need to get somewhere around here. We're just gonna try and cut that 4 ball in. Let's put a bit of speed behind that, though. 4 ball doesn't go. All right. Well, 8 ball is in a completely new spot on the table. Like Jason's got shape on the 11 here. Goes for the 14. Nice defensive shot. Terry's going to try and squeeze it. He's looking at it like you might want to try and squeeze it past the 9 on the rail there. That is a tough one to pull off. I think I would probably try and go up back here this way instead. He hits the 9 ball, of course, rearranges things a bit. 7's out in the clear finally. 4 ball's not in a bad spot either. Jason's got a lot of choices here to work with. I mean, starts this off right, he could run this right on out. He's also got the option, take a couple off the table and good places to hide the cue ball. So, see how he wants to go about it. Looks like 9-10 going to be his next shot on that, which will bounce him out and get him a good spot for that 12. A little close to the 4, but not bad. And from there, it looks like he's got a good line on the 14 there, or the 11, either one. Oh, rattles in the pocket. There it is again. Had a whole night of stuff rattling in corner pockets that really feel a lot of gone down. And there he goes for the 7. That's going to make him have to work back to the 4. Doesn't go in, though. This looks like a good time for the 14 and come back a little bit for. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, he can get the 11 here. That's in a bad spot now. It's the 11 with a little bit of right. You might be able to come back up here, but getting that just right. Oh, nice. Did it. Can he get enough to the right of the 13 ball to get it in the pocket? The way it's sitting on the 7, though. The other option, of course, is to take a defensive and try and leave the cue ball about where the 13 is. My first thought, of course, and I'm a 4, so my first thought is to get that in there. And then I think about it a little harder. I'm like, well, let's go defensive. And you can just bump the left side of this softly and wind up the cue ball right in there. Have that 13 drift out here. Leaves Terry with a legal shot, but one that's going to be difficult for him to put the ball in. He could maybe try and get the 7-4 combo to go. And V's asking him something to do with the other match. I think they just finished up playing 9-ball over here on table 4 with our 9-ball team, double Jeopardy night for us. Just finished that one up, asking Jason who he thinks we should put up. Oh, from the look on his face, he actually wanted that to stay on the table. He was going for that defensive shot and was hoping that the 13 would wind up staying right about there on the table. But now he's got to try and cut this 8-ball over here. Ought to be able to do it, though. I mean, looks makeable. There it goes. Ooh, got lucky on the corner of the pocket right there. A little bit more to this side, and that might have dropped. Nope, scratch on the brake again. And almost hitting the 8-ball on the side again. Oof. That's twice coming close on that. Twice too many. like Terry's thinking about putting that 11 ball on the side. Got a good chance of moving the 8 out of the way of the pocket with that. Would be my preference to move that 8 ball. Oh, he goes for the 3. Thought he was lining up on the 11. The way I would have gone about it, but here he goes for solids. Solids is the better looking group on the table, with stripes having clusters like that, middle of it. Solids are a little more freed up to work with. They're still tied up there, though. We've got the 7 and the 10 paired up, and the 2 and the 13. And work his way with those. He gets the 7 broke out. Not the greatest position for it afterwards with the cue ball, but make a little shot. And again, he's lefty, so he actually has a better chance leaning over the table like this than a right-handed individual would. They probably need a bridge. I think Jason wants to take the 11 off the table if he can. Goes. Gives him a nice shape on this 14 ball up here at the top of the table. And needs to go a little farther. Nope. I think he was trying to get it to bounce back out a little bit farther over here. Go for defensive. Nicely done. Make Terry have a hard time getting at that. Kick off of this rail for the 2, or kick down this way and get the 7. Either one of those is going to be a difficult shot. I would probably favor the shot on the 7. He went a different angle to get at the 7, but he got the 7. Got both of his balls out from the cluster and tightened this up at it while he was at it. So good job on that shot. Another defensive. Peel one out of the cluster. Leave the ball where Terry can't get at the 2 or the 7 easily. And he manages to get the 2 and leaves the cue ball in a spot that's not really great for Jason. Lot of good defensive shots throughout this match. Ended up getting pretty tight on the defensive shot box on the score sheet too. Defense out of Jason for that one. He keeps putting Terry in a position where his shots have to be towards the 8 ball. Chance of having him accidentally knock that in. Good defensive shot. Unfortunately, made a cluster out of it. Putting that 2 up against the 7. Bank shot doesn't quite go. I mean, he can hit this, but maybe he's hoping to do a 7-2 combo bank shot over here. Oh, they're separated. 7's in front of a pocket now, so I'll take those positives, I guess. Oof. Well, you can get the angle, possibly put the 15 in the side. Or you can try and hit 12 long. Looks like it'll go past the 9 up there. Hard to get a great angle that close. Goes defensive, no problem. Here you can hit the side of this. Problem is, where's the cue ball going? Just because I'd be worried about the cue ball going near the 8, I would kick this. He gets the timeout. Joe's going to try and talk him through his options. He hits the 7. Gets real close to putting it in, too. Nice kick shot. Nice try at it. Looks like the 10 will go. Yep, drops it. Pick 9 here. Come off the rail, or maybe not all the way up to the rail. Stay here. We've got an angle on the 12 down this way. Come off the rail. Got an angle on the 12 going that way. Go 2 rails. An angle on the 12 going this way. Or 15 going this way. Options. Goes for the 15. Doesn't go. I'll leave Terry a shot on the 2 here. A shot on the 2 in which he needs to either get somewhere around here or somewhere where he gets a window through there. That was a really tight window to try and get through. And he's looking at it. He looks like he's got to peek through. It's whether or not he can, looks like he can hit the 7. I don't think he can get the right angle to put it in the corner. mean, I almost would have rather come up here and take a pick shot and just gently tap that 7 if you have the ball control and leave the cue ball on the rail for defense. I don't have that kind of ball control, but I've seen guys do stuff like that, and would have been a nice shot to make Jason give ball in hand. Uh, Jason does a great job on a defensive though, and winds up with going to make Terry take another awkward shot at the 7. Oh, there it is. Got the 7. Cue ball. Put the 8 in. Yeah, looks like a dry break. And yeah, this sometimes happens with that side break. The majority of the ball is spread to one side of the table. There he goes for stripes. He's got a line on the 12 here in the side. Oh, overcut it a little bit. Hit that first edge corner of the pocket before getting in front of the pocket. So going to give Jason a shot at solids with a combo. There we are. Not sure if I'd want to try the 6-4 here. Kind of like leaving the 4 where it is. Looks like he's going to go for the 3 on the side. Yep. That 7 ball. Need to get somewhere here, maybe here, to get that up the rail and past the 8. Oh, looks like it's time to take that 4 out of the picture. Leave the cue ball in here. I actually kind of want to come back out here so we can get the cue back out. Get too straight on that 6, you're going to wind up leaving the cue ball way down here somewhere. Yeah, maybe he's going to give it some left, or excuse me, some right spin to get it out. Try not to put too much spin on things. I'm not good enough at it yet to really be accurate with spin. I try and plan my runs out with as much center ball as possible so I can just get accurate results. Yeah, 6 doesn't go. The ball winds up in the cluster with the stripes. That's a tough position here. I mean, you can go to the 15, but that cue ball is going to bounce around a bit. 14, 13 is not lined up for that corner pocket. Needs to get broken up. But well, he goes for 13, tries to crossbank it. At least things are broken up now. He's also put the cue ball right about where Jason wants it to try and get it past that 8. Well, it bumps the 8. Doesn't go in. But it's taking up space in the pocket now, and the 8 ball's in not too bad of a position to follow it in there. Nice shot. 15 would be a very tough cut. Or 13 would be a tough cut here. Gonna try and push the 7 in with the 11. Yeah, he hit it too hard though. Those are the sorts of shots that you actually have to kind of hit it slow. A lot of guys think you have to like force that in. They go in better if you hit them slow. Another timeout. Kelly's I think trying to coach him into getting a defensive shot out of this. All right, he still looks like he's lining up a combo shot here. Well, he got the 11 up against the 8 ball. But see how Jason does with the 6. Might almost be a good call to hit this gently on this side. Might the cue ball here with the 6 in the way. Oh, went for it. He gives Terry a tough angle. 13 is definitely makeable though. Get a wider margin of error here because if you don't get the angle just right, you might get it off the side of the 11. Leaves the 11 in place. Goes in clean. And gets the 11 ball. And good shape on the 8. And Jason goes ahead and concedes that one for him. All right. 3-2 race now. 3-2 is their score now. Terry catching up. Both players needing 2 more racks. See a lot of the higher level players doing that. One of those concede what looks like an absolute layup of a shot. Um, Lower levels, not so much. Definitely one of those things where lower level player might follow that 8 ball right on in with the cue ball, even though they got such great shape on it. Um, I'm of the opinion most times to make people take the shot, then I'm a 4. But I'll even make somebody that's playing against me, it's a much higher level. Go ahead and take that shot. I've seen people miss it even when they're high level. But that's my opinion. That's the way I play. Not going to tell anybody else how they should play that sort of a situation. Just the way it is. What are you comfortable with? Yeah, that went a little bit further, I think, than Jason really wanted. Giving him a bit of an awkward shot here. A makeable shot for sure, and he makes it. He's just hit things a little harder than he wants here at the moment. Rolling a little further on that first shot, especially. Solids are really well spread out here, with the exception of this right down here by the 15. Everything else is in a very makeable spot. And that 5 will go as long as you have the right angle on it. Yeah. Down on the 10 goes into the side. That shape on the 9 didn't really improve things down here or here. Pushing things up against the rail. Think he was trying to hit the 9. Wound up going right around it. 15 into the 5. I don't think anything hit a rail afterwards. 5 didn't hit the rail. 15 didn't hit the rail. If you saw the 5 hit the rail, just comment that down there in the comments. Go ahead and put that down. I did not see it hit the rail, but nobody's acting like this is ball in hand, so maybe it did. Oh, rattles the 5. Would have had a nice shape on 6 here from that. Oh, geez. All right. I'm gonna rattle the 13 or the 14 in the pocket next. Uh, 6 ball looking good here. Goes in nice and easy for him. Puts him on the 7. 7, a little bit of bounce out off the short rail and get on the 5 down here pretty easily. Bumped his head on the light. Get as far over as I was thinking, but I think it looks like you can go by the 4 ball there to get it to 5. Or you could take the 3 into the side right now. That looks like a good shot. 3 into the side opens up some options as you come back off the rail with the cue ball. great, great shape on the 5 now. And he's lining up his 8-ball shot. Where does he want to be? After the 5-ball, if he stays down in this area with the cue, I think he's going to try and get back up table for the 4 here. That is not where I expected that to go. I don't think this is where Jason wanted it to go either. My best option off of this would be to hit the side of this and wind up somewhere up here with the cue ball, just to give some distance. Jason's best option with that is to go ahead and bank it right on into the side. Unfortunately, we've got 13 ball on the way now. Gonna have to try and well, he marked this pocket. This is a marker right here. I don't see that going. If anything, I'm seeing kick shot. Other option would be to hit this side of the ball, have it go this way, and wind up with you down here. Jason ends up marking the other pocket. I'm going to try and kick it down in there. Move some stuff out of his way so he's got room. Got to get back up to this table. Looks from this angle like there's a lot of room there, and there's really not. Everything at Mad Hippo was pretty tight. The only table that really has quite a bit of room around it, table number 4 right here. Every other table in the place is, you're up against a lot of stuff in the way. I wouldn't even shoot at this ball right now, Terry. I mean, this to me, that should stay there. It's partially blocking the 8-ball from going in. Cue ball's right here. I would take this into there and give myself more options. And that's kind of exactly what I mean. He's out here. You hit the side of the 13, try and get it in there. You could try and take the 9 down the rail. Right? But neither one's a really great shot. 9 being the best of the ones that he's got. And he makes that one. Cue ball goes a little wild, but good time for the 15 here. He's got an angle that'll take it into the pocket. He hits it soft enough he can stay on the 11 next. Oh, no, not with that angle. No, 13. And this is what I'm talking about. I watch Terry, and I don't think he's going about things. So he's definitely goes about things in a way that would not work for me. It worked for him, and that's what matters, right? I see the run that he's doing, and I'm like, why go about it that direction? But he's down to 1 now. So he had most of his balls left out on the table, and now he's only got the 1 left. 12. He's got a good chance of running this out. That's a hard rail shot to get down. Call for timeout. And Drew's walking over like he's going to give him a timeout, which is ironic to say the least. Kelly goes ahead and waves him off, though. You watched the match with V against Drew. The reason that's ironic is Drew refused to take a timeout from anyone his entire match. Now he's trying to give him. Doesn't really work that way, Drew. You're a team player or you're not. All right. Finishing up the timeout. See what we get out of this. And we get a defensive shot. Nicely out. Nicely done. Perfect job of putting the 12 in between. Jason's going to go ahead and call the corner pocket there. Going to try and see which angle is going to give him the best kick shot at it. Oh, complete miss. Well, at least he didn't scratch. Give Terry ball in hand, though. Terry's just got to run this 12 in. Bit of follow, give himself a nice angle on the 8. There we are. And that'll be 3-3 now. Puts Terry on the hill. Jason needs 2. Pulled up right there at the end of that stroke. Wound up with a scratch for it. Well, I don't know if pulling up on the end of the stroke really meant anything towards the scratch or not, but did get a scratch out of that break. Things are well spread out. Wow, you could go either direction with this and have a really nice layout for running the balls. All right. Decision made on which way he wants to go with it. Oh, 3 doesn't drop. I was sitting there thinking that solids does look a little bit better with the 9 there and the 15 there. Everything else just barely right out in the open for an easy run. There he goes ahead and takes the solids for his choice. We're gonna see how well he does with this. He is on the hill. One ball. I don't think he really wanted to follow on that. Yeah, just about scratched it. I would take the 6 right now. Everything else here is an awkward shot. I'm not sure why he's not taking the 6. I guess the 2. And again, like I said, Terry takes choices that don't seem to me like they're the right way to go, but ends up making them work. Oh, doesn't quite get the right angle on that 4 ball though. Well, makes yet another trouble spot for Jason to work with. Ooh, watch that 8. Okay. 6 is still looking like a real nice shot right here, real easy. I think he can peel the 7 from where he's at off and get it into the corner though. The 6 would still be there as an easy shot. Yep. Good job. Oh, watch that 8. And a little too close to the 6 now. And definitely not the angle you want to be at to put it into the side. Doesn't have a lot of other options on the table though, so see what he does with this. You could get a defense out of it, get a good legal hit, but putting it in somewhere is not likely to happen. I'd almost take a kick at the 4 here. I'd probably screw it up, hit something along the way with all that traffic, but I'd still leave the 6 right where it is. Nope, 13 doesn't quite go. Leaves a shot on the 4 for Terry. But after that shot on the 4, he's got to get somewhere where he can shoot on the 6. Not a lot of windows for that. Yeah. If he'd have wound up with the ball here or here, he could at least try and bank that. He's going to try and take a kick shot. Long ways. Hey, manages to make contact. Nice job on that kick shot. go. Shape on the 12 here. Ooh, well, bit of an awkward position. And no go on the 11. Unfortunately, leaves shape on the 6 for Terry. Oh, the 11 did drop. Wow. I didn't think that was going to go anywhere. Take the 9 down the rail or go strictly defensive shot now. Ooh. Let's see if Terry tries to muscle that 6 in with the 9, or really better option here is the kick shot. Tried for the muscling it in. Didn't even hit the 9. A lot of power behind that. Okay, 9 in, shape on the 14. Not really sure what he's going to try and do with that 15 and 13 down here, though. Needs to get those balls away from the 8. I think he can go ahead and put the 13 in the side here. And if he just bounces out lightly from that, should have shape on the 15 up into the corner. Oh, very nice. Off of the 15 to push the 13 in. Great shot. There goes the 15. Marks his pocket as he passes by. Go for the 8 all the way down on the corner. Ooh, doesn't go. Gets in the way of the shot on the 6, though. Lucky bounce there to get back on that. If I were Terry right now, what would I do? He's looking at the kick shot, trying to see if he can get it in the side from the looks of things. I think I would hit it right here with a little bit of follow so that they both drag up towards the short rail. Yep. Don't know that that will go by the 6 there. It doesn't look like it. Looks like the 6 is in the way for trying to get this into the corner right now. Good job on that defensive shot, though. And we're going to get a defense out of Jason. Almost, that looks like the 6 has got a better chance of going by the 8 into the corner, but that's a hard cut. That is a hard cut angle. It's not impossible. But, and getting a timeout. And really, the best thing Terry can do right here is get the 6 ball in this area and have the cue ball bounce out over here. And that's not going to do. That's not going to do it. I would take this cut shot right here. Like Jason's gonna come off the side of it here, try and get it back to this corner. I'm much better at sharp cut angles, so I would be going here. Either way, gotta watch out for where the cue ball's headed. Okay. Well, he's got a real hard cut shot here. I've seen him do these kind of things before, though. The problem is with this cut angle, that cue ball is going to go a little wide, a little wild. It's going to travel up and down the table a bit. If he misses it, of course, he's leaving Jason with a fairly easy shot. Defensive move, just barely touched the side of this. Have the 6 drift out, have the cue ball wind up here. Or rail first, really soft, wind up there. That is not what I would call really soft. So we're going to give Jason a good shape for the corner pocket. Oh, doesn't go. Thankfully, doesn't leave Terry with an easy shot again. Got the bank. Could bank it back to the corner. Oh, he cuts it in. Kind of surprising. Mainly for the amount of back and forth that would happen with the cue ball, like we just saw. I would have gone for the bank. course, the bank, he probably would have hit it where the cue ball would stop right about there, and then if he misses the bank, he's left Jason with a decent angle on that 8 ball. Is the cue ball going back and forth that much, he now doesn't have a real decent angle on it for himself. He's calling the pocket that he's standing next to. And doesn't quite. It doesn't leave Jason with an easy shot. That's what I thought. I'm gonna call this pocket right here. All right, gets a little scary with the cue ball, but manages to sink it. Gets the 8 ball in the pocket. We've got a hill game. Oh, and there goes the cue ball off the table again. 8 ball trying. That's three. That's 3 times this match. It scratched the cue ball in some way and tried to put the 8 aside. Oof. I think Terry's lining up on the 11, possibly 13, 11. Okay. I think I wanted a little bit of drawback on that one for the 13, but it was for the 15. Got himself good shape on the 12 now. He hits this soft. He ought to be able to get right down in here for the 10. Oh, doesn't go though. Got in the right position with the cue ball for the 10 and next. 12 doesn't go though. So Jason's turn, and he's lined up. Just kind of work things in this corner. Ball being the only trouble ball I see for him right now. You can get here, possibly here. You ought to be able to take it down the rail. All right, gonna go for the 4. Draw on it. Just about puts the 12 in. 4 ends up on the rail with the 9 tied up. All right. Well, the 12's out of the way. 6 is a little more off the rail, but not in a great position. I think Jason's going to move that out and give ball in hand to Terry. Oh, we get timeout from Kelly. All right. A little discussion between Jason and Terry. So Terry used to be on my bad. He's only not on the team because he moved away. Moved away for a while. Ended up replacing him on the roster. Then he moved back. So unfortunately, we didn't have room for him on the roster when that happened. But the fun thing about that is that yeah, we're good friends with Terry. He's an awesome person, awesome player. So this is really a friendly game we've got going on here. Of course, in the rule book, it does state if you take any kind of a timeout from someone not on your team, it's ball in hand to your opponent. But like I said, friendly league game. I think Jason, if I remember overhearing that correctly, when I was sitting there listening, Jason started off the combo with, "We're friends, right?" Nice shot on the 5 up in the corner. Unfortunately, no rail. All in hand to Terry. I think Terry gets to the point where he thinks about defense as automatically as Jason does. He's going to be dangerous as all get out on the table. Been a real tough opponent. He's a tough opponent now. Uh, Gonna go for, yep, nicely done. Of course, Jason's got the shot on the one here. Should go right down the rail. Or the side. That works too. Oh, that leaves Terry with not much to shoot at, but trying to get a defensive shot or just really trying to get that 9 out of there at this point. I think moving the 9's a mistake, though, here. Mainly because now it leaves all of Jason's balls in a makeable position. 9 was blocking things up. Jason just checking the angle to see if the 6 goes by the 9 there. He's got his run planned out for these 3. And he goes for defensive because he didn't like his odds. Could have easily put that 7 in there. Easily. A little bit harder. Boom. Put himself in a position on the 4. 6 not going by the 9. He said, nope. I will wait for a more favorable moment to go at this. Gonna make Terry take a kick on this 9 ball and get it out of his way. This is a gamble here, of course, because if Terry gets the kick just right, puts it in here, winds up with a shot on the 8. All right. Cutting the 4 in now. Cue ball comes off here. Great shot on the 6. Off the rail. Boom. Oh, 4 doesn't go. Had the angle. Had the angle for the 6. He's going to have to try and cut the 9 ball into the corner here. Trying to bank it. 6 ball's kind of in the way. Their maybe best option, though, is to actually push the 9 ball up here and wind up with the cue ball there. My bet is Terry tries to cut it. Yep. All right. Overcut. Jason wants this into the corner. He's going to need to get that angle just right on that 6. It'll go past the 9. The problem being that the easiest way to get it to go past the 9 is to put the cue ball in a position where he's not easily going to get back on the 8. Unless he gets it where it's fairly straight and hits it with enough draw to pull back. Now we get a timeout from Jason W. I'm doing my best at this point in the night to keep score of the 9-ball match we have going on this table, the 9-ball match we have going on that table at the same time, because we're doing makeups from the hurricane. Trying to get those done and out of the way. At the end of the night, we ended up having one 9-ball match left to do as far as makeups go. But finally got that one taken care of last night. Excuse me, Thursday night. This last Thursday. Hurricanes are very inconsiderate when it comes to the pool schedule. Now this timeout going awfully long. They're discussing actually putting the 6 in first here. All right, timeout over with finally. Yep. Can I angle it getting the 6 in past the 8? If it bumps the 8 down the rail a little bit, the cue ball will move into a position to have shape on it. That'll work out. We get into this mindset of 8 balls in front of a pocket. Leave it right where it is. Don't move it. Sometimes you got to think a little bit further away from the box than that. Not sure why Julio's standing where he is. He's not on either team. And there we go. 8 ball in. Nicely done. We end up winning the match 8-6. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. Really trying to grow the channel here. Hopefully, we'll see you around the pool hall in the near future. Let us know how your teams are doing. Just having a great old time doing these for everybody. So, love to get some feedback from y'all.